Viewer discretion is advised. This series covers real events involving violence, crime and strong language that some viewers may find distressing. The content is intended for mature audiences. Please proceed with caution. Lord Robert Boothby was a key figure in mid-century British politics, a conservative peer with a unique blend of charm, wit and influence that earned him both admirers and critics. Born into an aristocratic Scottish family in 1900, Boothby embodied privilege from birth. Attending the elite Eton College, he studied at Oxford University before pursuing a political career, a path almost preordained for men of his class. By the 1920s, Boothby had entered Parliament as a Conservative MP, advocating for policies that shaped Britain's post-war direction. However, Boothby was no ordinary politician. Known for his flamboyant personality, he was close friends with Winston Churchill, serving as his parliamentary secretary during the 1930s. In this role, Boothby helped to shape major economic and foreign policy strategies as Britain navigated its precarious position in a changing world. Eventually, he was appointed to the House of Lords, earning the title Lord Boothby, a life peerage that offered him even greater influence and, crucially, immunity from prosecution in certain matters. The 1960s was a decade of social upheaval in Britain. Economic growth after World War II had spurred on a vibrant, often rebellious youth culture that challenged traditional values and authority. While the public embraced modern ideas, Britain's political elite, including Boothby, maintained their old wealth privileges. But despite his powerful position, Boothby was a figure with private indiscretions, and rumours circulated that he led a double life, involving hidden relationships and secret parties. Boothby and Kray's friendship went beyond casual social gatherings. Rumours began to circulate that the Krays were facilitating parties where Boothby and other elites indulged in activities that at the time were not just frowned upon but criminalised. It's alleged that Ronnie, who was openly gay, introduced Boothby to young men in his circle, often in exchange for favours or financial support. These gatherings, held at discreet locations, allowed Boothby to explore aspects of his personal life that his public image wouldn't permit. It was a mutual arrangement. Boothby had the discretion he craved, and Ronnie gained credibility and protection from the law. But there was an even darker undercurrent to these gatherings. Allegedly, Ronnie and Reggie used their influence over Boothby and other elites as leverage, occasionally trafficking young men to these events. If the allegations are true, this placed Boothby and others in the debt of the Krays, making them complicit in activities that crossed from scandalous to outright criminal. For Boothby, his connection to the Krays offered an escape from his public life, but for the twins, it was another avenue to wield power. In July 1964, a front-page article by the Sunday Mirror hinted at a relationship between a prominent peer and a known gangster. Though it avoided names, the description left little doubt about who it referenced. The article suggested a friendship between a well-known lord and a notorious criminal, implying moral misconduct and hinting at something far darker behind closed doors. For British society, this revelation was shocking. The elite were presumed to be paragons of virtue, or at least discreet. But a combination of crime, homosexuality and political power was explosive. It weren't just a social scandal, it was a threat to the integrity of the British establishment. If the allegations was true, then the Kray's influence reached into the highest echelons of power, suggesting a web of corruption and complicity. The press were eager to cover up the story, but almost as soon as it broke, a strange silence fell over the media. As news of the scandal spread, Lord Boothby moved swiftly to contain it. His legal team prepared a libel suit against the Sunday Mirror, with Boothby declaring himself a victim of slander. The newspaper, faced with the prospect of an high-profile court case against an influential peer, quickly caved. Boothby's solicitors demanded an immediate retraction, which the newspapers issued along with a public apology. In addition, they agreed to pay Boothby $40,000, a significant sum at the time. This action sent a chilling message to the press, effectively silencing any further investigation. Journalists and editors would later reveal they had been warned away from covering the Kray-Boothby connection. Some were threatened with professional ruin, others simply faced overwhelming political pressure. Britain's major newspapers, The Times, The Guardian, and even tabloids like News of the World were reluctant to risk verbal libel actions. Under these circumstances, the scandal was swept under the rug and the details remained buried. Albert Donahue, a Kray associate, would later describe the intense pressure on those who had been connected to the case. In his words, no one wanted to cross the twins, and if the papers printed something they didn't like, they knew how to handle it. This extended to witnesses as well. According to some sources, potential witnesses were either intimidated into silence or simply disappeared from public life, adding an air of fear and mystery to the entire affair. For Boothby, the scandal left a stain on his reputation, but he avoided any official consequences. Instead, he played the role of the aggrieved party, accusing the press of sensationalism. Publicly, he maintained that he was nothing more than a friend of the Krays, though the rumours persisted. In the end, the press, weary of legal action and personal risk, backed down entirely. For the Krays, this was a major victory. Their connection to Boothby not only gave them influence, but served as a warning to anyone who might expose their operations. By associating with the elite, the twins gained a new kind of power that went beyond threats of violence. They had a shield of respectability, however thin, that protected them from scrutiny. For Boothby, his later years were marred by persistent rumours and speculation. While he continued his political career, his reputation was never fully restored. Even among his allies, the scandal would cast too long a shadow, a reminder of the price of crossing paths with the Krays. His health declined. By the time of his death, he was remembered as a man whose ambition and indulgence had embroiled him in one of Britain's darkest partnerships. The alliance between Lord Boothby and the Kray twins offers a disturbing glimpse into the entanglement of crime and power. For a brief moment, two vastly different worlds overlapped, creating a scandal that could have brought down some of Britain's most powerful figures. Next time, we'll continue exploring the Krays' connections and influence in the elite circles of London. We'll uncover more of the secrets that allowed them to thrive and eventually led to their downfall. Thanks for watching London's Dark Archives. Please don't forget, like, comment and subscribe to stay tuned for more insights into the shadows of London's past.